So it seems like they've put a limit on how much I can speak. So I'm going to try to be as quick as possible. So bear with me. A lot of you know that I got into an accident a few days ago. So I still wanted to deliver the video on adults who were raised with no mother or father. So if the video cuts off, I'm going to just make it a part 2. I think that's a big issue that we're missing when we assume that a lot of adults know better, because we have a lot of adults who have really no sense of self-respect or etiquette. And when you talk to them and you listen to their story, they really, no one ever taught them how to do it. So we as human beings instantly judge people when we really don't take the time out to understand a person's story. What would you do if you were left to fend for yourself with no mother and father? You had to find somewhere to live, somewhere to eat, and just basically how to maneuver through this crazy world and this crazy system that we have. There's no programs out for somebody to say that, you know, I don't have no parents or any type of guidance. Can you help me to guide my life? Because a lot of the programs, people were stealing the money or they were discriminatory. So again, people have just really done the best that they can. It's up to us as a people to teach each other the things that we don't know. And in saying that, and people who raise themselves, they can be a little more aggressive. I know I watched the cussing outside in front of the elderly people, which is very disrespectful, but it's not meant to be disrespectful. They just have that mentality that, you know, if I made it this far, nobody can't tell me anything. I had to take care of myself. So somehow we have to figure out how to close that gap with the older generation and the younger generation, especially in Black America, because we need to create that unity, because we need the information from the old generation, and we need a lot of the resources that the new generation has, and a lot of the skill and fight that they have in them. So these are community issues, especially with no community leaders. Right now, a lot of people are in phases of their life where they are becoming leaders, and God is doing a transformation. But in the meantime, we still just really have to do the best we can. And teaching people things, whether it's, you know, telling a young man, you know, say, excuse me, can you not talk like that around me? You know, I know a lot of kids, when they see me and they cuss and they look at their friends like, shh, don't say that, don't say that. So I was one of those kids, you know, but unfortunately I wasn't homeless. And I feel so bad for the youth that are homeless, because they are the ones that end up being criminals, because they're doing crimes just to survive every day. Every day they get up, they just have to figure out how they're going to eat. They have nothing. They have nobody. And again, even if they want a job, you know, everybody say, well, then go apply at McDonald's. McDonald's is not hiring all of the criminals. I mean, I don't know where you get that from. They're barely hiring people with education for a part-time job. So again, we have to create businesses where we are willing to teach each other skills and trades to open up more businesses, which would open up more jobs and opportunity, and take the time out to listen to each other and try to be a little more understanding, because it's not easy to raise yourself in this society, especially growing up in the past 20 years. Everything has literally changed at a Wall Street pace over the past 20 years. So if you're talking about someone with no guidance, every time they think they figured it out, it's changed. So it's very frustrating. You know, if we make a mistake, that's who you're labeled as. You know, there's no way to redeem yourself from that mistake. So all of those things matter. So that's why the prison system is booming. Most Black guys spend their 18th birthday in the prison system, and that's how it's designed. You know, most Black guys didn't believe they would make it to 25. Now they don't believe they'll make it to 19. So all of these different mentalities and things that have been taken away that we need, especially people in the community. We need people outside in the community. Social media and all of that is great for marketing purposes and to get things across and to connect with your family in other states. But as far as getting this whole crime and the poverty level, and we have to get outside and talk to the people and the community leaders and the government officials who claim that they are willing to help us. You know, we have to assign our own leaders, us create our own plans, and let them know this is what we need, and so we can do it. And we have to be serious about doing it. And we have to represent respect. So no, we can't walk around cussing. And again, I keep saying the speaker phone in public. Stop. Please stop. It's just so taggy. It's taggy. You know, the phone, like, we all are connected to our phone, but we have to put it down sometimes and just get out and look at the world and that we're living in. Like, it's really a war, and it got people's minds connected into the phone, and that's the world that they're living in. The internet is its own speed of life, and when you spend your life living on the internet, you're not necessarily all the way here. So that's why they have all these different social media sites. But attend some community events. Talk to some people. I'm encouraging people to volunteer, because the fulfillment you get out of volunteering is nothing you can get from a paycheck working anywhere. I don't care what you say. When you're doing something that you absolutely love, there's a joy in that nobody can take away from you. So you don't know who you may meet. It's important to network, and if you're doing something, to get out and let people know what you're doing, so they will be able to support you, because everybody is not out to not support you and be against you and try to find a way to get over. Everybody is not like that. I've always grown up the opposite way. I've never understood the other side of it. But yeah, I've had a lot of bumps in the road, but my blessings have been amazing. So I would never trade my journey for anything. I would never trade anything I've been through for anything. But I do want people to know now, me as a mature 31-year-old, I was those kids outside. You know, I was the child that the parents didn't want me around, because I was outside running the streets all hours of the night. I was in New York. I was hanging with drug dealers. You know, I was doing all types of stuff. I got into anything because my mother didn't know what to do with me, because she had her own issues that she had to resolve. Again, it's no place for her to go to help her how to raise a teenager after recovering from drugs. That's a whole different process. And a lot of the kids who were raised with no parenting is because their parents were drug addicts. So nothing has been created for this whole heroin epidemic. Now we got the opioid epidemic. What is being created in the gaps when they have these children? What are you doing to, stabilize it? And something needs to be done. You shouldn't be allowed to have 5 and 6 and 7 kids if you can't take care of the first couple you had. If you can't take care of them at all, like, it should be a problem. And everyone shouldn't be blamed for everything. You really need to take the time to do the work and identify the people that are wrong and the people who are trying. It's not going to be an easy journey, but it's a journey that we have to do. Like, we have to do this. Everybody is not out to get over. There's people out here who genuinely want some help and genuinely want just to know which way to go. Everybody just get up every day and go and go and go and go and go. And just pray and hope that they go in the right way. People are losing their minds by the second. So, again, just listen. Take the time to ask questions. Don't assume that the boy who terrorizing outside that's what he wanted to do. Maybe he really want to play basketball or something. His mother won't put him in a basketball program. Because when I was growing up, the community leaders were outside. Your parents didn't have to be there. They knock on your mother's door, give them the permission slip. They sign it. They pick you up and take you to the program. We don't have none of that. We have to get the funding for that and stop thinking it's okay to put funding to all these other frivolous infrastructure projects in places that don't need it.